So, here's the room, the main room, the recording studio, music studio. So I'll start first with the ceiling. So what we did on the ceiling, we have a separate ceiling than the ceiling you saw before. So it's really separate. So we have the first partition wall, and on the partition wall made of timber, we installed some joists here under those buttons. Above those buttons, there are some 200mm joists. And we put on top of the joist the same material that we did on the floor, like the 20mm thick fiber cement to increase the mass and stop the low frequencies to go through. Then underneath we install a mass loaded vinyl, 8 kilo per square meter, the same one I just showed you, and the one we installed on top of the suspended ceiling before. And underneath we installed some sound absorber, plus the finish is this. It's another very high density sound absorber made of very small skin. It's a bit hard to see, but there is a small skin here, very hard, and that increases the absorption of the low frequencies. So the ceiling is covered with that, so that should work quite well. So now I'm going to show the floor. So that's the finishing floor. It's a floating floor. There is no nails, nothing. It's just floating. And now let's go near the window. We're going to see how we made the window. This is we have two glaze. So one glass, it's made of two parts. So the total thickness is 10.5 mil thick, and the other one is 12.5 mil thick. So normally it should be 10.38 mil, but 10.5 means it's really specific for acoustic because the lamination in the middle of the glass is thicker. So it's the same principle than using mass loaded vinyl between two boards for the doors, for example, two MDF doors, or also for the walls. And the walls we did the same way. We did put between two plasterboard layer of mass loaded vinyl, 8 kilo per square meter. So we use that on each side of the double wall, because here the walls are made of two parts. So we've got two partition walls separate from each other, and on each side we have two different plasterboard, two different thickness but the same density. So one is 13 mil soundproof plasterboard, and the other one is 16 mil fireproof plasterboard. So they both have the same weight but different density. So by playing with different density, different weight, and putting that layer between, we achieve really great result with soundproofing. As you can see now the road where we've been earlier. So can we hear any sound? So I'm going to stop for a few seconds. So I don't think you can hear anything because we cannot hear anything. So let's go back to this window here now. We did put some beads, to absorb moisture in case and to eliminate any risk of condensation, because when we seal a cavity like this, we may have sometimes some condensation. So this way we don't have any problem. So you see around the window as well, we did install some sound absorbers, because we create a cavity by installing two windows sealed, and the sound bonds to itself and increase, creating echo. So basically the sound increase going through the window. So by putting sound absorber, we eliminate that problem. So now let's see the room. The room is covered with fabric, but it's mostly for aesthetic reason. It's not really for acoustic. And we did some boxes. I'll show you one box here, because it's designed to having indirect light, so we don't have light too bright in the face. It looks good too. And we can remove the panels like this, and you have access to power points and different type of power points for different purpose. And also we installed some sound absorbers in the box, because again, by having a box, we're creating a bit of echo and the sound increase. So to eliminate that drum effect, we put some absorbers everywhere we can. I put this back. It holds by friction. So now we're going to open this door here, and in this room you can see all already PowerPoint racks for memories, for I don't know, data, all kind of thing. And on the floor, I'll show you something. The client wants to be able to bring some wires through. So we made a box, an acoustic box, sound absorber again here, and then inside a lot of sound absorbers. You know, we can remove. So basically, we can put some wires in, bring it inside the wall, going through the wall, going through the wall, and then after that we close everything, put some butts, and I'll show you on the other side what it is. So again, same system with Velcro, you know. Oh, I think that's all right. And then we have here the hole coming from the other room. So the cable can go down, and we can from time to time add some cable, remove some cable, etc. So here they have access to PowerPoints again and sound absorbers wherever we can. So this is simple system so the lights are not yet installed, but the electricians still have to come to finish this. Here we are. And now, yeah, we're going to show you the other side. That's another room, another doors, other seats again, different seats, because you don't need to have door as soundproof as the other one. So the seats are a bit still very good, but a bit cheaper. And now we're coming in this front room, and now you can start to hear the traffic. You see, so that's why we need to do a separate room, not use the same windows. So we did use here 12.5 mil acoustic windows, but that's not enough to stop the sound. And even by putting some absorbers like Sonics all around to stop the echo inside, you can still hear the trucks and still hear the cars. So that's not enough. And low frequencies are very hard to stop. So for that, we have to separate and create a new wall. That's why we did a room inside the room, separate from this one, and create, you know, install more windows. So that way, and we're going to, it's a bit echoey here, but we're going to install some sound absorbers, you know, on the walls to stop that echo. So it's almost finished, and can go back to the room. So here I have to explain first a little bit about the air conditioning, because it's coming inside on the other side of this, but it's going, the air is going down on the first wall, going through this wall in this box here from the bottom, and going up and going out. And those two columns on opposition of each other are covered inside with sound absorbers. So the air can flow through, but the sound gets trapped and cannot go through. So the air needs to go out. So we did the same thing with an opening here, and the air has to go inside, a column full of butts, sound absorbers, going up, going down again on the other side, so behind here, and going out from the last wall on the other side. There is a cavity, a separation between the wall we built and the existing wall, so there's space so the air can go, and the air can go out from the bottom of the floor and leave from the back there. So yes, basically that's what we did, and I think it works quite well. And yeah, we're quite happy with that. There is some reviews. Yeah, last thing I want to talk about the electricity, because we try to avoid any holes everywhere. So everything is surface mounted. So we've got electric duct here, everything is surface mounted with no holes. And we didn't want any holes, so we brought the wires from the air conditioning duct. So it's coming, there is a little secret door here. So you see it's full of wires and everything. All the wires come from outside, going down at the back of the wall and going up here, but following the air basically. So, and then on the top, you've got the wires going, you know, everywhere on both rooms. So yeah, in that room here, we'll have racks here with some electronics, and that's getting quite warm and can be a bit noisy. So that's why we sealed this door. We have a bit of an acoustic door here, and we solved the problem by redirecting air conditioning, the original air conditioning of this room, redirecting there from the top, also going through an acoustic tunnel. The air goes down and will go down on the opposite direction on the bottom here, through a tunnel as well, an acoustic tunnel. So I think that's all basically. It's been a lot of work, crazy work, it takes a lot of time, but we're very happy with the result. And please don't hesitate to ask questions, send me an email, give me a phone call, and I'll be happy to help you with any question you may have. Thank you.